Hello everyone! We're back again in TikTok channel to once again explore the intriguing world of communication in mediated environment, especially in social media. I believe we are all familiar here in social media, right?
Yes.
Especially nowadays that almost every one of us, the adults, teenagers, and even kids has their little pockets on their hands.
Yeah. And also, I'm very interested in the topics that we'll be discussing today. Yes.
Yes,
Plus, we
exactly.
will be asking MSU1 media users about social media. So,
First question is.
first question is that what social media applications do they usually use?
Usually use Messenger and Facebook. Actually, top three. Instagram.
Okay.
Social media I'm usually using is Facebook and Instagram.
Usually use Wattpad and TikTok.
Twitter and then TikTok.
Dalawa, TikTok and Facebook.
Facebook, Twitter, at saka TikTok.
Instagram.
Tulad ng Facebook. Facebook.
Oh, I think most of them are using social media applications.
Yes.
That's why our next questions are:
Depends. Kapag wala namang masyadong schoolwork, siguro mga 5 hours, ganon.
Specific hours na maybe like mga 6. Pero like, na po man continuous.
6 hours.
Usually na 12 to 15 hours. More than 3 hours?
Around 2 hours.
Mga isang oras lang. Depende sa time.
Depende sa time.
So it's very obvious that social media is normalized nowadays. Diba?
Yeah.
how about you guys? How long do you use spend?
Spend time?
Yeah,
Yeah, how
as
long?
for me, if I'm not doing any academic works or like I'm not sleeping, most likely nasa social media
Yes,
ko.
pareha kami.
Yeah.
That's also true. Yung mga
Every
free
Gen
time.
Z, di ba? Free time is social
Watching
media time.
videos, scrolling, oh no.
Yes.
How about viewers? How long do you spend in social media? And we're also interested in your answers, so don't forget
Yes,
your
of
answers
course.
and comments in the comment
Section.
Yeah. And of course, if you are new to our podcast channel, please subscribe and check out our
Our
previous episodes. So, yeah, before we dive into the discussion, let us introduce ourselves. My
Yes,
name is
that's-
Eliza Ismael.
Hello, I am Almera Alimudin.
Hi, I am Siti Aina Abdul Bayan.
And we are your hosts for this episode entitled Hashtag Riding the Roller Coaster of Social Media.
So I think this would be an interesting topic because we are now delving into something that people could relate to.
Yes.
Exactly. And for today's episode, we will be having two subtopics. First one is that the effect of social media in our mental health,
Oh,
and
And the positive and negative of sharing information in social media.
Yes. So the first topic is.
first topic.
Yes.
For our first topic, we will be diving into social media and mental health. So, guys, do you think using social media nowadays affects our mental health?
Yes, definitely. For me, 100% it is.
Yeah.
I believe yes, but I am more on positive side of social media.
Oh no, but
Or
I am more on
that-
negative side.
First is that social
Why are we
media
so
provides a space for connection and support. A lot of people are finding communities online that they cannot find in real life. For example, there are mental health advocacy groups on Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah.
So that
X.
help people deal with depression, anxiety, or even chronic
Depressions.
illnesses. So these spaces give people validation, education, and sometimes social media can be their therapy by socializing with people online.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Yes, there are people who uses this platform to talk about mental health, but social media is not a magic that could fix everything.
Yes.
It's actually making things worse for a lot of people. So, plus those examples that you've mentioned is actually very few. Not all people online are using social media to talk about mental health in a meaningful way. So, the reality is yung mga platforms like Facebook could actually do the opposite it could make you isolated and feeling more lonely because you forget to communicate with the
Socialize.
people. To socialize with the people in face to face, including your families and also your friends. So that is why not, instead of talking socializing in social media, why not do it in real life? Diba?
You should also understand that there are people, especially those introverted or even extroverted person, people who cannot express their emotions and feelings to people. And they are putting all their emotions by sharing it in online. So additionally, when we feel sad, we can resort watching funny videos or entertainment.
Yeah.
For at least in the meantime, you can
But
you can rest and forget about your problems.
But I think that's on the negative side, right? Because why not talk to people with your problems, share them your problems in face to face?
Yeah, I think so. But sometimes I think it helps. Kasi somehow, di ba, when you share your experiences about encountering challenges in social media, maybe the people who will read it somehow can learn from it, your experiences.
Okay. Okay, I agree with you in that. But I still stick to the fact that the negative effects of social media is more than its positive. Social media is designed to hook us, and it's very addictive.
Yeah.
It makes you procrastinate your work because you think that, you have still
You have
an
all the
hour,
time.
you have a time. So why not? Oh, we can watch social media. So you're forgetting your problem, you're neglecting it.
I understand your concern, and yes, there are negative aspects to every platforms. But I argue that overall benefits are more than harm.
No, it's more than the negative side.
Hmm?
Yes, of course. It's more than the negative side. So, don't-
Yeah?
yes,
So
more the
I
negative
think
side.
it's true that our social media affects our mental health and also our social relationships. But somehow it can be a way of developing our existing relationship. For example, with our families. Speaking from experience, diba, I am living alone here in MSU. So like I can communicate with my family online through social media, specifically
Okay.
Messenger,
Exactly. That's perfect
connecting connecting relationships.
But actually, one of the problem in social media, not to mention, it's also the privacy.
Yes,
You forget to
yes.
mention the privacy, right?
Yeah, privacy.
In addition to the mental health, and also it's how it erodes our social relationships. So it's more on negative side. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, so since you have mentioned about privacy,
Yeah.
right? So I think that's a sign for us to move to our next topic.
Oh, so I
So-
was the
Yeah.
Okay.
The
To
key.
the next topic.
So for our next topic, we will be discussing about the negative and positive effects of sharing information in social
Yes,
media.
true.
So why do you
That's very
think?
important.
Yeah, why do you think it is a problem nowadays?
For me, social media, in relation to the privacy, sharing informations, is a huge problem because it affects your privacy. So people, they're often giving away their personal informations online. For example, yung Facebook, the platform where we share our pictures, yung mga my days natin dyan.
Yeah, daily activities.
Yes. So sometimes we even share our locations, our routines, and even our private moments. But the problem with that is that it can open the door to security risk, identity
Yeah.
theft, and also exploitations.
Yes.
Example, yung mga posters. They can use your identity to exploit people.
Yeah, your
And that's,
name.
that's a huge problem for you in the futures.
Yeah.
You can become a
Excuse
criminal
me.
because of that.
Excuse
So, yes.
me, but for many people, oversharing is not just about negative things. Sometimes people
yeah,
do this as an expression of happiness and
And that's
authenticity.
also a problem.
And as for privacy
Happiness and
concerns,
Yeah,
that's a real issue. But it's up to individuals because they can change their privacy settings. So if you don't want to share anything in online, you don't have to. It's about
Okay, fine.
It's
Yes.
about educating users on how to protect their personal information rather than
Okay.
generalizing the concept of sharing.
All right, I agree with you in that side. But in terms of the happiness and authenticity, that can also be a problem because you share your information of your happiness, your achievement. But the reality is that it can also create a standard in life. Example, yung mga advertisements and also the vlogs. So
Yeah.
often, yung mga vloggers, they are sharing their luxuries, their
Lifestyle.
beauties. But the problem is that it influences our idea of beauty and how we should be. This should be how beautiful I am. This should be
Yeah,
how
how we
healthy
should
I
look.
am. So what's the effect? It's creating a ungraspable expectation.
Yeah, so I understand the both of you. I understand your points. Pero 'di ba somehow people cannot really control what they share in social media. Like they don't know what they're giving away. So for this matter, we can try and ask the media users about their opinion on this.
It depends on a person who use social media.
It depends on how a person preserves. Kumbaga, parang paano yung perspective niya sa isang post. Kaya parang for me, may good effects din ang social media kasi doon tayo nakakakuha ng a lot of informations about social things. So, mayroon naman din siyang bad effects kung i-compare mo yung lifestyle mo sa other.
For me, it's bad and good. Kasi maganda siya, maganda yung effect niya in a way na ma-research mo yung mga gusto mong malaman na informasyon. And pangit naman siya or negative yung epekto niya sa'yo kapag masyado kang babad sa social media, hindi mo na parang napababayaan mo na yung mga academics mo because of social media. So it depends sa'yo kung paano mo siya gamitin or paano mo siya i-manage.
Depends on how you use it, especially if may media literacy ka rin. Kasi when you talk about social media kasi it's so easy to absorb knowledge, pero at the same time, wala kang media literacy na it's also easy to absorb false information.
Good. I think the social media is good. Kasi kahit malayo ka, at least pwede kayong mag-usap because of the social media.
Is it helpful for me as it helps me to communicate with my friends online, although hindi kami nagkikita personally, so nakaka-chat ko sila through chatting them or through messenger.
I think it's helpful if like tama yung pagmamanage kasi na minsan na pwede siya gamitin in harmful ways. Pero kung nadilimit naman yung usage at saka alam naman kung paano siya gamitin, I think na social media is helpful.
I would say harmful and helpful kasi may mga advantage and disadvantage din yung social media for me.
So based from the answers of the media users, it seems that the problem lies in how we use it, diba? And how aware we are to its consequences, diba? So you have mentioned about the social media is a force for good, diba?
Yes.
Positive effects, while social media is harmful for you, right?
Yes, it's
The
harmful for
oversharing,
me.
the privacy. So
Yes.
I think, yeah, at the end of the day, it all boils down sa balance.
Yes.
If we find balance
the
with it.
idea is balance.
Yes, that's true. But I hope people can also see the good side of social media.
Yes, and also the negative side. That's important also to find balance, positive and the negative.
Yeah, so anyway, I think that is the end of our video.
Oh, that's the end.
Yeah, we would like to thank everyone for being with us in this episode.
And we would like to thank ourselves. Thank you,
Yeah.
Almera, Alaysa, and also Aina.
Yeah. And yeah, we hope you have learned something from us today. With this, you can also share your thoughts by posting your answers and using the hashtag Techy Talk Podcast, the roller coaster of social media. So stay tuned for more episodes, and remember, the digital world can be a tool for great change only if you find balance within it.
Yes. Thank you,
Bye.
everyone, for watching our episode. The roller coaster of social media. Goodbye.
Ano?